Hi, I'm Rob Reeves from B&H, and I'm here with Keith Cenname, who handles our merchandising display for the Pro Audio department, as well as a few other departments. And he's agreed to give us a quick tour of the recently redesigned speaker room in our New York City Superstore. Hi, Keith. How you doing?
Well, thank you. How are you?
I am good, man. I got to tell you, the room is awesome.
Thank
really
you.
Nice job. Big improvement over what was here before.
Very big.
Can you give us a rough idea of what customers can experience in here?
Sure. We want our customers to experience a 100% interactive room. We want them to have the ability to come in, demo any source to any speaker in the room, whether that be the reference monitors or the powered PA speakers. They can sit and demo the electronic drums, play on the DJ stations, or bring in their own media, which they can play again to anyone, any sets of the speakers in the room. They can also sit here and demo all of our DJ lighting above. We have a fog machine, and it's pretty much like being in a club. The next thing that they'll notice is that the room is actually soundproof, so it really separates the retail environment from the room, giving them the ability to hear the speakers, or the reference monitors or PA, in all the little details and nuances.
Fantastic, man. Well, let's get started. So we've got a lot of speakers, a lot of PAs in the room. That's a lot of inputs and outputs. But you have something that controls all of that and makes it easier for us. Tell me a little bit about the system.
Sure. What we did is we brought in Peavey's MediaMatrix switcher. What this is a very advanced audio and video switcher that allows the end user to put any source to any output. It's actually so powerful that it runs Universal Studios, Giant Stadium, and even the Venetian in Las Vegas.
Wow.
What this system is modular, so it allows the end user to put all their components together to get the system that they require. What we required were 2 Neon N3s. Those are the brains of the whole entire operation. And then we have a couple of expansion modules, which are the cab 16s, a couple of inputs and a couple of output cards. Together, that allows us to put all the sources in this room to all the outputs. Even though it's a very advanced switcher, the interface is very, very easy and very intuitive for our salesmen as well as our customers. It's a picture-based interface, so if a customer wants to come in and demo the DJ station, all they have to do is hit DJ station number A.
Cool.
Then they want to go over to the reference monitors. They want to pick a pair of Neumanns, and just like that, it's engaged.
Well, why don't we listen to a couple of pairs of reference monitors?
Sounds good.
Okay, so we've got a lot of reference monitors on this wall here, far too many for us to talk about at once. But you're going to tell us about a couple of pairs that you like in different price ranges. What do you got for us first?
Well, relatively inexpensive is the Tannoy Reveal 501As. As far as their price range with everything on the wall, it's in the lower bracket. We have speakers that range to a few $1,000s. But considering that you want a monitor that is well balanced and accurate, it does a really, really good job. It has tight bass, pretty detailed highs, and they're very popular with our customers.
Cool. And we got one monitor here, but the other one is actually back behind you there, and they're separated to give you a sort of better idea of the stereo width that you're going to get.
That's correct. We place them how you'd have them in your project studio or your professional studio. You want them to be ear level, but you also want them to be separated enough that you can hear that stereo imaging.
And speaking of ear level, I noticed that this row up here is angled down so they don't play over your head.
Right. The problem you run into is the more speakers you put in, the more shells you get, the higher they go. So we use the Ultimate Support MS-80s to angle the top row so our customers can get a good idea of the balance because they'll be shooting right at their ears rather than over their head.
Let's take a look at another pair as well. All right, so the next pair you want to tell us about is from Adam. What do we got here?
Yeah, the Adams are excellent speakers, and they're definitely on the higher end side as far as the price range. But well worth it. They are the Adam A8Xs. They incorporate a 8.5-inch woofer as well as a ribbon tweeter, which is majority of tweeters that Adam uses. The tweeter is very detailed, it's very transparent, and the spread on the speaker is huge. It goes on forever. It's an excellent studio speaker that you'll find in a lot of major studios around the world.
Let's take a listen to both this one and the Tannoy.
Sure.
So we could spend all day talking about the reference monitors on this wall, but we've got another wall with powered PA systems at various wattages and also powered subs as well that customers can listen to. Now, I know there's a lot of models here, but there's a couple that you like in particular. Let's start with this one.
Sure. This is the RCF. It's the 315A. It's part of their Art series. It's a very powerful PA speaker, which actually acts more like a reference monitor in the way that it's very detailed and very balanced across its frequency range. So with a speaker like that, we normally recommend that to guys that are coming in with bands that are doing acoustical music because of the level of detail. It performs really, really well in that style of music.
Excellent. Now there's another model as well that you like a lot. It's this one, I believe.
Yep, that's the QSC K series. This is the K12 with a 12-inch woofer. But what's great about this speaker is despite its size, which is smaller compared to some of the other models we have here, it actually performs really, really well with electronic dance music. The bass response on it is very tight, but it's also very wide, and the highs on it perform really, really well, even at loud volumes. On the back, you have a switch that can bring the bass response from its normal up to deep. So basically what that does is it adds a little bit more of the sub-frequencies and gives you a little bit more of that oomph. But if that oomph isn't enough, what you could do is you can come in here and you can demo any one of these subs paired up with these speakers as well to get your best mix and match.
Let's take a listen to these models real quick.
Sounds good.
So obviously if you're watching this video, you're only hearing our reference monitors and powered PAs mic'd by a shotgun microphone. To really hear the full sonic experience, you have to come down to the speaker room. Now having said that, let's check out one of our two DJ setups. You want to start with the one for Native Instruments Tractor?
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, well Keith, this looks like a DJ's dream setup. Tell us about some of the things that we got here.
Sure, this is our Native Instruments Tractor station. We have several different components that can be put together to be utilized in a lot of different ways depending on the needs of our customer. The first would be just as a CD setup. So customers can come in with their own CDs or use ours, demo the Pioneer, the Denon, along with the Pioneer 900 mixer. The second would be to use the software itself. We have Tractor set up with the Audio 10. You can come in, we have the encoded CDs, you put in the CDs, the CD decks, and you can demo it that way. The last way is through Tractor's Control S2, which is just a straight up controller, and we have it situated where you can use that as well and bypassing these components here.
And of course, customers can hear that through the reference monitors and the powered PAs also.
That's right.
Awesome. Let's take a look at the Rane Serato setup.
Sure.
So this DJ setup is set up around Rane's Serato software. Tell us about some of the stuff that we've got over here.
Sure. Yeah, we have Rane Serato SL3, which is their top of the line interface. It's set up very similarly to the station to our left. 2 CD players. Customers want to come in, demo these 2 units, which are different from the ones that we have on the other station, as so is the mixer. This is an Allen & Heath Zone DB2.
Awesome mixer, yeah.
So they can use their own CDs or ours, or use the encoded CDs to demo the software.
All right, let's move over to look at some electronic drum kits.
Sure.
Since the speaker room's been redesigned, we brought in the electronic drum kits into this room. We've got 2 models set up right now. First one's from Roland. Keith, you want to tell us a little bit about this one?
Sure. This is Roland TD15KS. It's one of their higher end models. Incorporates about 100 drum kits as well as 500 individual instruments. Wow. It also incorporates their supernatural sound and behavioral modeling, which helps deliver very realistic drum kits.
Fantastic. Let's take a look at the Yamaha.
Sure.
Tell me a little bit about this one.
This is the Yamaha DTX560K. This has about 50 drum sounds in it and also incorporates their groove check and rhythm gate functions, which allows users, seasoned professionals, to help develop and maintain their time.
Fantastic. All right, let's move on to the outboard rack.
Sure.
So we've got quite a bit of outboard gear in the rack here. We've got multi-effect units, we've got compressors, we've got EQ. We don't have time to go over all of it. Let's talk about a couple of units that you like. You want to start with the DBX here?
Sure. DBX DriveRack PA+. It's a loudspeaker system management system. Basically, it incorporates a lot of different units that you can find in someone's rack into one piece. Covers your equalizers, graphic, parametric, as well as crossover, and you also have feedback suppressors inside as well.
Sounds like a live engineer's dream
It is.
machine.
It's a nice
yeah.
all-in-one unit.
And I know you like the Ashley graphic EQ. You want to tell me a little bit about that as well?
I do. I actually love the Ashley. I love it because it sounds fantastic. It's a very well-made piece. It's a 2-channel, 31-band EQ. Each band has the ability to go from 6 to 15 dB, as well as has a high-pass filter on each channel.
Wow.
Excellent piece.
Excellent. There's one more product category that we can demo here in the speaker room at B&H, and that is DJ lighting and effects. Let's take a look at some of that.
Sure.
All right, so we've got quite a bit of lights up here above our electronic drum kits. Tell me about what I'm looking at.
Sure. We were lucky enough to partner with American DJ as well as Global Truss. They came in, provided us with 24 effects lights as well as the trussing system in which it's mounted on. We have a wide variety of lights that range from their entry level all the way up to their higher, and the price range also follows. So we have a lot of variety for our customers when they come in here. They can demo individual lights as well as combinations, or if they want to demo them all, can throw all of them on for them as well.
And there's even a fog machine in here as well, right?
Absolutely, to help with the effect.
All right, let's take a look at some of these lights.
Let's do it.
Great. So that just about wraps it up for our tour of the redesigned B&H speaker room. Keith, before we go, I got one more question for you. Does a customer need an appointment to come in here, or how does that work?
No. All they have to do is come down to the Pro Audio department, get the attention of one of our sales professionals. They'll be more than happy to bring them into the room and give them a demo on the spot.
Excellent. All right, so that's it, guys. From the B&H speaker room in our New York City Superstore, I'm Rob Reeves with Keith Cenname. Thanks for watching.
For more information, please visit us online, give us a call, or stop by our New York City Superstore. You can also connect with us on the web.